Hello grade 8, how are you all? I hope you are fine. This is Mr. Ahmed Samir, and today we will learn the factorizing by completing the square. We learned before the properties of the perfect square expression. Let's remember it. Firstly, each of the first term and the third term is a perfect square. Secondly, the middle term is positive or negative 2 times the square root of the first term times the square root of the third term. Then we factorize it in the form bracket, square bracket of the square root of the first term, positive or negative, the square root of the third term. There are some expressions which are not perfect square, but we can complete them to be written in the form of a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial. Then we factorize them as a difference between two squares. This method is called factorizing by completing of the square. Let's learn the method of factorization by completing the square. Number 1, we will add to the main expression, the given expression, twice the product of the two square roots of the two perfect square terms, and we will subtract it again, not to change the main expression. Number 2, by using commutative and associative property, we will try to get the main expression in the form of a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial. Then we will factorize the new expression as difference between two squares. Let's take an example and we will apply these steps on it. Example: x power 4 plus 4. This is called the main expression. Now we will find 2 times the square root of the first term times the square root of the second term. This is called twice the product of the two square root of the two perfect square terms. So equals 2 times the square root of x power 4 times the square root of 4. The square root of x power 4 is x power 2. The square root of 4 equal 2. Then equal 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times x power 2 equals 4x power 2. We will add 4x power 2 and we will subtract it from the main expression, not to change the value of the main expression. Let's see. Equals x power 4 plus 4 plus 4 x power 2 minus 4x power 2. By using commutative and associative, we will take x power 4 plus 4x power 2 plus 4 in a bracket like this. Then we will put it in the standard form like this: x power 2 plus 2 all power 2 minus 4x power 2. Now it is called difference between two squares. Let's factorize it. X power 2 plus 2 minus 2x, and the second bracket x power 2 plus 2 plus 2x. By the arrange of the expressions, then it will be x power 2 minus 2x plus 2, and the second bracket will be x power 2 plus 2x plus 2. Another example, x power 4 plus 64 y power 4. Let's find the term of the twice of the product of the two square roots of the two perfect square terms equals 2 times the square root of the first term, x power 4, times the square root of the second term is 64 y power 4 equals 2 times x power 2 times 8 y power 2 equals 16 x power 2 y power 2. Let's add and subtract it from the main expression, not to change the main expression, like this. X power 4 plus 64 y power 4 plus 16 x power 2 y power 2 minus 16 x power 2 y power 2. By using the commutative and associative, we will write it as x power 4 plus 16 x power 2 y power 2 plus 64 y power 2 minus 16 x power 2 y power 2, and this is called a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial. 16 x power 2 y power 2 is called perfect square monomial. Let's write it as difference between two squares, like this. The square root for the first, the square root for x power 4 is x power 2, and the square root for the last, the square root of 64 y power 4 equals 8 y power 4 all power 2 minus the second term 16 x power 2 y power 2 is called difference between two squares. Then let's factorize it as x power 2 plus 8y power 2 minus 4xy, and the second bracket x power 2 plus 8y power 2 plus 4xy. Another example, 8x power 4 y power 2 plus 162 z power 4 y power 2. If you notice that 8 and 162 can divide by 2, and in the two terms there is the same variable y power 2, so we can take highest common factor from the terms 2y power 2, like this. Then we will find the added term between 4x power 4 plus 81z power 4, like this. 2 times the square root of the first, 4x power 4, times the square root of the second, 81z power 4, equals 2 times 2x power 2 times 9 z power 2 equals 36 x power 2 z power 2. Now we will add and subtract 36 x power 2 z power 2 to the main expression, not to change the main expression, like this. Now we will put it in the form of a square, a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial, like this. Now we will put it in the form of difference between two squares, like this. Then we will factorize it. We will factorize it now as 2y power 2, the highest common factor, and 2x power 2 plus 9z power 2 plus 6xz, and the second bracket 2x power 2 plus 9z power 2 minus 6xz. The last example, 9x power 4 plus 2x power 2 plus 1. Firstly, we will neglect the second term, the middle term, and we will look to the first and the last term. Then we will find the added term like this. 2 times the square root of the first term times the square root for the second term equals 2 times 3x power 2 times 1 equal 6x power 2. Then we will add it to the main expression and we will subtract it again like this. By using commutative and associative, we will write this expression in the form of a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial. Let's see it. We will take positive 6x power 2 and replace it by 2x power 2. Then it will be 9x power 4 plus 6x power 2 plus 1. And out of the bracket will be plus 2x power 2 minus 6x power 2. Now we will finish the two terms out of the bracket like this. 9x power 4 plus 6x power 2 plus 1 minus 4x power 2. This form is called a perfect square trinomial minus a perfect square monomial. Then let's put it in the form of difference between two squares like this. The first power 2 minus the second power 2 is called difference between two squares. Then let's factorize it like this. 3x power 2 plus 1 here minus 2x power 2 here, and the second bracket 3x power 2 plus 1 plus 2x. Let's arrange it. 3x power 2 minus 2x plus 1, and the second bracket 3x power 2 plus 2x plus 1. Thank you for listening.